Hey y'all, what the fuck is good?
I'm Kaden.
And I'm Moo.
Leave your opinions outside.
And all of your feelings aside. Cause we don't owe you shit.
Me. Welcome to We Don't Owe You Shit.
Nothing.
My name is Kaden Coleman, and this is...
Moo.
All right, so y'all are like, who the hell is that? Right? I'm wondering the same thing because I'm trying to figure out why this nigga is in my house. No, I'm just kidding. So I am trying a thing. And the thing is, I decided I want to co-host. I didn't tell y'all because it's none of y'all business. And this is my show and I do what I want. And what is the name of the show? It's called We Don't Owe You Shit. That means Kaden Xavier Coleman don't owe you shit. I really wanted to bring something fresh for y'all. This is season 2-ish. And I wanted to bring different perspectives into the mix. And I met Moo a while ago. And to be honest, I had been wanting him to come on as a guest. And he was acting funny, not answering my DMs. And so I unfollowed him. Sure did.
He never told me he wanted me to come on the show.
Messaged to say, hey, like I was getting there. Like you got to respond for me. It's not like you have like an email link. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, niggas want to be funny.
He's making that up. He is.
That's crazy. And I'm going to show you the messages.
He's going to have to make sure he does that. Don't let him forget.
And will. Because y'all know that I don't lie. Kaden does not lie. So anyway, I saw him out and I was going to pay it. I was going to ignore him. But I was like, come here. He was like, because I'm a dancer. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you tell the people who you are. But the point is, I understood why he wasn't answering my messages because people be thirsty in the DMs and I get that. But I've never been thirsty a day in my life. So that's crazy that you would even think that of me. But anyway, neither here nor there. Go ahead and introduce yourself as I sit my jack.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm Moo. I am from Delaware, but I lived in...
That makes so much sense.
Why you say that?
Because I'm from Philly.
See, well look, I'm from East Coast, you see?
Yes, and Delaware's right there.
I adulted in Miami though, so I definitely think Miami played a big part in me too, but now I'm in Houston. And yeah, I'm here. It's been lit. I've been here for about a year. I think that I'm pretty known. I don't think that I'm not like super known, but I'm not a nobody either, for sure. Definitely known somewhat. I do everything. I feel as though. You should follow me on Instagram, Moo Got It, because you'll see I do everything. I pole dance, I rap, I bake, I just feel like I'm a very talented person. So.
I just want to ask a question. Can you teach me how to pole dance?
Absolutely.
I have no core strength.
You build it.
I'm not sexy. I don't even really know how to dance, but I do want to learn how to pole dance.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm not a good dancer either. Like, I can't just bust out and just give you an 8 count. It's not. That is not going to happen for me. And I kind of learned I learned how to pole dance, and that's my dance that I do. Oh, okay. And as far as the strength and everything, I just think that I didn't know that I could do any of the things that I could do. And then the things I can do, I couldn't at one point. So, it's definitely for everybody. I love pole. I'm a big advocate about pole. I do dance. I dance like exotic dance, but I also just pole as an art form. I teach and everything. And I would tell anybody and everybody, if you're watching this and you ever wanted to do it, do it. Even if you don't think you can do it, I promise you, you can learn. But y'all started at the bottom.
We're going to see if he can teach me.
You don't
think he can teach me?
That could be a series.
We'll do a whole series about it.
That could be a whole series.
Literally. I would absolutely do that.
I actually just got a new pole today.
I know you told me. You did tell me that it was coming today. Mm-hmm. And he walked into my house and immediately started to see where he could put up a pole if he was supposed to live in the house. And I was like, that's wild.
You never just move that.
But also you have that spot right there. Boom.
Because I can bring it with me. You could always do that. It could always be a series.
I just imagine my 3-year-old ooh, daddy, what's this?
Yeah.
Girl, if you don't get the hell up off that pole. So you're an exotic dancer, a pole dancer, a pastry chef. You do a little bit of everything, which is kind of funny because while I don't do those things, back in the day when I was just a young buck like yourself, little young whippersnapper, if you will, I was that type of person. I did everything. Like, I used to be a dog groomer. I used to work in Fortune 500 companies, customer. I've done all of the things. People are like, damn, where haven't you worked? Like, that's me. I also moved around a lot. We were talking about that the other night. So you grew up not grew up, adulted, you said, in Miami, and I grew up in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And then you lived in Delaware, and I lived in Philly. So we were always like right next door to each other.
So close, so far.
And so far away. That's so crazy. So this is just like our introduction episode. You see, I don't have my normal iPad for those who are actually watching video, which would be the Patreon subscribers. I think I might put this one on YouTube, though, so you never know.
So.
Yeah, we might. Tell us more about yourself. How old are you? What's your sign? You got a man, a woman, why is there gnats in here?
The gnats are always, they smell that soda. That's what it is. They smell that sweet soda.
Did I get it? Yup. Look at that hoe. That's what you get. Okay. Sorry.
Cat reflexes.
Yes.
I'm 25. I'm finna be 26 in January. So, if y'all like me.
You're a Capricorn?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, thank God. You was about to have to get out.
I'm January 29th.
Okay.
So, y'all know my birthday. So, y'all better tell me happy birthday, or I don't want y'all to even talk to me no more.
That's crazy.
I think that overall, like, I'm a funny person. I'm a funny ass person. Everyone who knows me tells me I'm funny as hell, and I should like do these things and show my personality. So I'm glad to be here because I think that y'all are gonna love me. I think I'm gonna love y'all. I want to build a relationship. And
speaking of relationships, you didn't say if you had a man or not.
No, I don't have a man. I've never had a man. Never had a boyfriend. Never. I don't have any exes. That doesn't exist to me. So
to me, you heard
that never
words mean things.
That never. Yeah. No. There's nobody can ever say that. That I'm their ex.
Why haven't you ever had a boyfriend?
Oh my God, I hate niggas. And it's ironic that I love. It's ironic that I like niggas because I hate niggas.
I say when people ask, I get asked all the time when I go TikTok live. Most of my followers, like 90 some odd % of my followers, are women. And I'm always asked, so do you like men or women? And I'm always like, unfortunately, men. And they'd be like, why unfortunately? Y'all be dating them. Mm-hmm. Y'all know why it's unfortunate.
And I really think that on top of that, I'm just like, on the front face, I'm a really cool person. I'm a chameleon. I'm a socialite and everything. But on a deeper level, I just feel like I'm more woke than a lot of people. And people don't always process things or just be on the same wavelengths as me. And I'm not going to lie, I can have some stubborn ways. And I don't really want to bend on my waist.
You give me that.
With that being said, my standards are high, and I don't feel like they are going to come down. I just feel like they might be a little unrealistic, maybe. But
I don't think so.
I would rather be.
I mean, I don't know what your standards are, but your standards are your standards, and you're well within your rights and your means to have those standards.
Absolutely.
And, I wish that when I was that young that I had the same standards, because I probably wouldn't have all the fucking trauma that I have now.
Well, I think trauma plays a big part of it, though. At least I speak for myself that I know for a fact that you got psychology, you got sociology, and sociology makes a person, and it really is true. I think that I can grow up in a very healthy environment for my example of love, and it made me never feel like that was something that I really wanted to engage in. Now, getting older, of course, I see love. I see people having boyfriends and stuff. And so, of course, sometimes I want to, but I've come from an environment where I'm conditioned to believe that I can be better by myself.
That's so crazy because, and this is a testament to the way that trauma shapes you and molds you, is really dependent on the person, because I didn't come from a healthy environment either as a child. But what it did for me was make me crave love. Like I crave it. Not so much anymore. I've kind of grown out. I've grown out of it. But before, I wanted love so badly that I would attach to people who weren't deserving of my love, or people who I would just ignore all the red flags. And I'm not about to sit here and act like I was just always this angel and this victim, because that's not true either. But I definitely ended up in some real toxic situations. So I'd be feeling like, if you can avoid a relationship, by all fucking means, avoid it. Especially these days, because baby, it's piss, shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing to rush for. I think everybody always asks me why I've never had a boyfriend. I'm like, why have you had so many? You got like 4 exes. Like, weren't you supposed to be getting married? Weren't you supposed to like date and get married and like?
As someone who has been married and divorced and engaged and not married and got 2 baby daddies,
it's a real question.
Part of me wants to be offended, but the other part of me is like, but you're right though. I don't ask people why they've never had a boyfriend in the sense of like, why have you never had a boyfriend? But I'm always just like genuinely curious, like in a world where, or a society where we make it seem like having a boyfriend or having a partner means that you've achieved that
pinnacle of something.
Yeah, it makes you worth things, right? It's very rare to meet someone that's.
But I think that a lot of people, when I meet men and stuff, they always think that it's a negative thing, when in reality, I'm really just a cool ass bitch. I'm cool as hell. So like, I feel as though I'm the kind of person, like, I can fuck with you and I can accept that we didn't work. I don't have to hate you. I feel like we all really winging this life shit. There's really no book. We all just wake up every single day and we're like, don't know what the day's gonna bring. Right. We don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I don't hold no punches to you. I don't play about me, and I stand on what I think aligns with me. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't hold you to nothing. It is what it is. I didn't like what you did. I'm gonna move forward. However, it's never just about like. That's what I say when I meet people. They think it's like I'm unforgiving, or I'm just this bitch, or it's just something like that. When in reality, it's more so like, I just believe that some people come into your life and they just aren't supposed to stay. And that's okay. You need to let them go. I feel like a lot of people hold on to things, and they hold on to things that was supposed to have been gone.
It's me.
People come into life for seasons.
Holding on to niggas that was been supposed to leave. I will hold on. I really was just talking to this guy, and we went on like 2 dates, and both of the dates, they weren't even dates. We hung out. And both times we were drunk, just tore up drunk. And it was fun. And then I was like, okay, honestly though, if you're going to be in my space, like I need to talk to you sober. Mm-hmm. And the more I talked to him sober, the less I liked him. Mm-hmm. And I knew that I didn't like him. And like it would get to the point where when he called my phone, I'd be like, why are you calling me? And I was like, we were supposed to hang out a few days ago. And you ever had a job that you really just hate?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? So you got to clock into this job because you got bills to pay and shit. And you'd be like, ugh. That's how I felt about hanging out with him. And so I canceled last minute. And we haven't spoken since. And I'm perfectly okay with that.
And I'm very very familiar with that. Because I've being a dancer, you are working in the sex work lifestyle. Is just no shade. And don't get me wrong, and I've been a dancer with a job, with the 9 to 5 in the morning. So the dancing was just my side thing. And I've been a dancer where that's all I do. Mm-hmm. That pays my bills. Mm-hmm. And when it comes down to it, when that's all you do and that pays your bills, niggas are definitely a necessity. You need to be in their faces. You need to deal with them. You have to always be, I don't know, this, whatever is
on. Like on.
Yes.
Like you have to have that turned on.
Like you always have to be, and you have to also be a chameleon because everyone likes different things. Mm-hmm. And you have to be their ideal
that sounds so fucking
person. It feels like, you ever hear how like actresses or actors don't really have a personality because they've always had to be someone else. Mm-hmm. It almost feels like the same thing because it's like when you're trying to please someone, that is your job and your goal is to please them. And this person might like a brat. He might like a brat. He like people that I want this, I want that, I want that. And the next man might like a sweetheart.
The craziest thing is I do kind of like brats. And I really need to accept that about myself. Say something. Just talk like your regular self.
I think that I like being brat the most.
I like brats and I like to pretend like I don't. But the thing is, like,
I'm lying. I don't like to be a brat the most.
what do you like to be the most?
Like, I am a brat, but I really do like, I feel like I'm a very hard person. Like, I have a very hard exterior. I feel like my energy gives very, like, dominant, very, like, you know, I feel like talking to me, speaking to me, you know I'm not a pushover, you know I feel like I give dominance. I don't know. Speaking to a person that's talking to me.
You give that you're very, like, adamant about what it is that you like and can't nobody sway you.
Right.
That's what you give to me. But to me, the people that I've met that are like that have always also been brats. Like, they want to be taken care of, and
absolutely
when they don't get their way. Yep.
I do
point out that I can read people very well. I'm not a self-proclaimed empath, but I do that very well. Good at reading people's
I do that very
and we don't even have to talk like that because I sit back quietly most of the time and I observe people.
So I think that a better word than dominant would probably be, I'm a very dang, I lost it. I'm just a very short person, so I'm very much so a leader. Ooh. I'm never the follower, I'm the leader. And I do like, I like to submit. I like to let a man lead. I like to feel like I can trust their guidance, because I feel like I'm the smartest. I always want to be the smartest. I mean, I'm the kind of person I read the dictionary. You know, I like to broaden my vocabulary. That's me. I'm weird like that, but that's me. So I love when I feel like I'm in the presence of somebody where it's like, I can learn from you.
Yeah.
You can take the lead. You know how, like, Nene said, a man that can make me shut up can shut me up.
I don't keep up with the basketball wives, or the housewives, or the real house, whatever the fuck. But I hear that statement, and I agree with it. I agree with that for myself, too. Although shutting me up would be a magical feat, because no, I'm gonna shut up for it, because I honestly do feel like I know most things.
I just like to feel like, you know, I like to have a man where I feel like, I don't know, I like to want to be able to be like, I'm gonna call my man, and he gonna handle it. He gonna handle it. I get that. And
he gonna handle it. That's what I mean by saying that. Like, you're a brat.
I'm a brat. I am a brat.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I am a brat. And see, I'm the type of person that thrives off of being that problem solver. That problem solver. Yeah. I need to. I don't feel like
you want to be the first person I call when something goes wrong.
And if you don't, now I'm like offended a little.
And I like to have a person that I can call for the first time when something goes wrong.
I'm offended because I'm like, okay, so.
Because I'm definitely the person that's calling like, why would I get to the airport and they tell me my bag? I got the money to do it, but I gotta complain about it first. But I want to mean it's gonna do. You know what? Here's listen.
That's me.
Relax. Here's the extra 60. I don't got listen.
As you're fucking bitching, I'm Apple paying. Like, it's all right. You good? That's literally me.
But I don't want nobody to take that and think. I don't want to be the girl, because I'm not a girl. I'm a pretty boy. I understand that, and I might have my bratty, sassy ways, but I'm not a girl. I don't want to be that.
Okay, so what I mean by I never understood that, I understand what you're saying 1,000%. I never understood men that date other men, and because they are, you know, I guess the protector, giver, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they treat their partner like a girl.
Oh yes, and that happens.
I don't play that. And shit.
Let me tell you something. Like nowadays, niggas want you to act like they go. Niggas want you to act like a bitch, and they want to be treated like one too. They want to be spoiled. They want to be spoiled. They want to be courted. They'll get on Twitter and they'll make rants about how we're both men and we supposed to go half on bills, but at the same time, you want to fuck me every night and you want my house to be clean. When you come in my house, I'm not allowed to live like a man. You expect my house to be clean, polished, smell good. You want my car to be clean. You want my nails to be done. You expect my hair to be done. I could be with a man and he can not get a haircut for 3-4 weeks. He could be woofing it, and I'm going to love him like a king.
Really?
I'm going to still treat him like, oh, you so sexy, you so handsome. Let me walk around for 2-3 days with my hair standing up over my head. He look at me like, babe, you want to...
You don't want to...
You want to get your shit together? You don't want to...
Matter of fact,
you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
really nice.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, no matter how they say or they want to admit it, inevitably, there's always someone that plays a feminine role. And I feel like if you truly see yourself as the masculine or the dominant role, a relationship takes that balance. And I feel like that's why you have to learn. Because at the same time, y'all going to see me on more podcasts. And you'll see me in a whole nother look. And you'll see me in other looks. Mm-hmm. I can like the trait. I can, you know what I'm trying to say? I can give that, act like that, exude that, and look like it. But I have to know when to play my part. Because I am this big. I am a pretty boy. I do have, you know what I'm saying, feminine ways about me that, so I know that for a fact I'm gonna come across in some situations where it comes off naturally like I'm supposed to be the softer one, and that's okay to me. That's okay as long as we both have an understanding of what we're doing here. Because if you want to be the boy, you're gonna be the boy.
Right, you're gonna be the boy.
You're gonna be the boy.
Right. So do you not feel like those roles can flip flop? Like, do you not?
Absolutely,
feel like, okay.
Absolutely. Because I feel like a lot of times though, because don't get me wrong, there's times when I'm the nigga, and I have ways that I like to treat. Like when I feel as though I'm the nigga, and
look at my face, I'm like,
absolutely. I feel like that you follow me more. You see me look, and you see me go through 10 different looks.
Yeah, looks, but situations where you the nigga, I don't. It's hard for me to grasp, but I'm not saying that it's not. Obviously, it happens. It
actually happens more than you would think. But
here's the thing: though.
There are a lot of times that people are going to subject and put me in a box before they even.
So it actually wouldn't happen more than I think, and here's why. This is We Don't Owe You Shit, so y'all know I'm about to get real. I live and always have lived for a feminine motherfucking top. Baby, those are the best ones. Like, when you give me femme, but you are... I'm telling you right now, and I know that most of my followers are women, but y'all love hearing this shit, so just shut up and listen. You want to talk about some good sex? The masculine tops ain't gonna give it to you like the feminine tops are gonna give it to you. The feminine tops give it to you with care.
Because they know what it's like to be fucked.
They know
what it's like to be fucked. They gonna fuck you how they want to be fucked.
Yes, God.
That's why when everybody be like, I'm a strict top. Okay, that's cool and all. But them verse,
you want to talk about it?
You want to talk about a time. You want to have a good time. Baby, let somebody fuck you that's been fucked, and I promise you.
They have to have been fucked. They have to.
Because when you don't, I promise, I can cut you off. I'm sorry about that.
They just be trying to stab you up.
I don't think they genuinely don't grasp what is going on and what the fuck it feels like.
They don't. They don't understand what's going on. They don't care what's going on. And they hear you.
And we have, two different options of how we're going to do this. Yeah. But with my only option, I'll be looking at them looking back I am
a transgender man who is not afraid of anal. So I know because I know. So my whole thing is what I've learned about tops is they take you running away as like a good sign, which sometimes it can be, right? But 9 times out of 10, if I'm running away, it don't.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me, and I'm telling you that you're fucking hurting me, nigga, and you don't care.
No, don't run away, nigga.
No, I know, no. I'm telling you, you need to fuck me differently because the way that you're fucking me is not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. I am very much when I bottom, and to be honest, contrary to what you believe, I do not bottom as much as y'all believe. I does the top, but it's not because I'm opposed to bottoming. It just seems to happen that way. But when I bottom, I'm very much a dominant bottom because, baby, this situation is going exactly how I wanted it to. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I don't care about none of that.
I always refer to myself as an aggressive bottom, and that's why, because I'm not from the way you use your mouth to the way you use your dick. Like, I'm not about to sit here. I'm not about to fake no nut. I'm not about to fake like it feels good. I'm going to tell you, no, stop doing that. No, stop. Okay, this isn't working. Can we? Matter of fact, I'm going to turn around because I'm not like.
Because I'm not feeling it. Yeah,
right. I got this. Like, I'm very that. And I've been told that, oh, you're too aggressive. All right, well, shit.
And I'm not afraid to speak.
Yeah.
During sets, I talk. You know, I through the moment, I will laugh through the moment. I talk through the moment. I'm not afraid of sets. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe because part of being a sets worker, I'm just around so much sets work and sets topics and
when
sets.
You're pro,
blah, blah, blah.
when you're pro sex and pro ho and pro sex work and stuff like that, sex isn't as taboo as it is for other people, which is why people are always so shocked about how open I am to talk about sex. But also, like, I have 2 kids that y'all know damn well I gave birth to. I didn't do that by not fucking. I was fucking. Not only was I was fucking raw.
It's literally. No shade, and not even just my own life. You know, I manage, and I do still manage some people's OnlyFans. You know, I'm very much in the life. Before I became a part of the life, I was in the life, just simply because, you know, I'm a very intelligent person. I'm very smart, and I always was I just understand things. I'm very observant.
I had a man hit me up on Facebook Messenger the other day and asked me to do content with him, which is very strange for me because I've never met you. You sent me a friend request. I accepted it. And the first thing you say is, can we do content together? And like, I don't even do content. So how did we get here? How did we arrive at this station?
I've been thinking the same shit because I don't post. I'm not going to go on my Twitter and find my nudes. Maybe if you're in my circle. But
I think they're getting rid of circles.
They are getting rid of circles, and I'm very upset about that. You know how many niggas I was waiting to see naked, and then they had them circles, and I was in there. Let me tell you, so that's what I was saying. Remember I told y'all, like, you know, I'm not like famous, but I'm not a nobody ass bitch. I'm popular enough to be in all the niggas circles. And I just seen it all, and I'm just like, they taking it away.
I am Twitter.
It's something so fun about seeing people that. It's something different when people have an OnlyFans or they post on their public page nudes versus seeing someone that they don't post this, they don't do this. So it's like, this is like another side of them. Yeah. It's like, oh, you a little freak.
Yeah.
But nobody else knows that. But the people in this little. I think it's something so sexy about that within itself, and I think that's why I don't post on my page. You know, I will post in my circle, but at the same time, I think it's mainly because it's something about that, and plus, what I do doesn't define me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good thing to touch on.
Yes.
It being as though I do sex work does not define me. I'm not I'm not a hypersexual person. You know, I'm not the kind of person where I could go months drowning, and I'm not gonna feel no kind of way. But keep in mind, I've been single my whole life. I've never been in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's okay. Well, you know, it ain't the best time in the world, but I can do it.
Months?
Contrary to belief, though.
Months? Okay.
Niggas would think that I'm a hoe because...
That's so weird to me, though. Because I've never seen, like, a dancer or even people who do OnlyFans and stuff and automatically just thought, oh, that's a hoe.
And we're back.
That was my child and my ex definitely heard you in the background and got an attitude. And that's fine.
And that happens to so many of my friends because...
You have that deep voice.
I don't have the deepest voice in the world, but I definitely have...
Where's the bottle at?
I definitely had a kind of voice where you gonna know it's a nigga talking.
Yeah.
You gonna know it's a nigga talking.
Like...
Tell me when.
It's like, no, when. That's fine. Like, at the end of the day, even if you was my nigga, you ain't got no right to be mad. We don't go together no more. So
I know that's the fuck right. I'm a firm believer in moving the hell on.
Move the fuck on.
It
took me 3 years to move on.
I am very good at moving on because that's an Aquarius trait, though.
I don't know.
And that's how we
get
such a bad rap. Oh gosh.
That's the thing.
There's gonna be a lot of mixed opinions. If you ask the comments, leave y'all comments.
Yeah. What do y'all think of Aquariuses?
They're going to say some really fucked up shit. They are.
We'll go live in a second.
They're gonna say
and we'll ask my followers.
I think that'd be a good segment to definitely do. I think we should do that. They're going to say some fucked up shit. But we are very... Well, this is how we're speaking. That's number one. Because I promise you, if you speak badly, it's normally about they're speaking from a relationship point of view.
Gotcha.
And
Well, my only Aquarius experience was with someone who was. This was a long time. It was when I first started transitioning, and I like to sing. Everybody who knows me knows I like to sing. So I remember me and them. They're non-binary. We went on a date, and I knew this person from my best friend, and we went on a date, and I was taking them home. And I'm in the car, and when I'm comfortable with you, baby, I'm sing. So I'm singing, and I just started tea, so I wasn't. My voice hadn't dropped, nothing, and I've been off tea now for like 7 months, which is why I sound like I'm up here. But anyway, neither here nor there. So I'm in the car, I am singing my face off, and this motherfucker looked at me and said, "Can you stop singing like that? Because you singing that high makes me think of you as a girl." And I was like.
Oh, wow.
That person has since apologized. We are friends now. They weren't who they are now. When I was dating them, they were identifying as female still. They've since had top surgery and started testosterone. And, that response came from a place of like not being comfortable with themselves.
Right.
But just even feeling comfortable enough to say something like that to me was wild. Because even before I started transitioning, baby, I was real out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's definitely wild.
Yeah. So I have a bitter taste in my mouth for Aquariuses. And also, Aquariuses and I just don't...
mesh.
There's no, like, romantic anything. Aquariuses and me are like Aquariuses... me and Geminis. Me and Geminis were always attracted to each other. There's always this, but that's it. No matter who it is, no matter what gender they are, it never goes past that, I like you too, kind of thing. And then that's it. It just fizzles out.
But that's because Geminis are very big on just knowing. They don't have to ever engage or do anything. Geminis are the kind of people that really just like to know that people like them. You could meet a straight Gemini man that will still play. You feel like it's flirtatious or playing in your face because he knows. And I use it me because he knows that I like him. Me being, and no, we're both men, but like me being a man, because let me, and I say that to say because a lot of the times your people's preference.
Yeah.
You're exotic and you're different in your people's preference, and I'm just simply not that because I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be you. It's like you can be me, but I can't be you. When it comes down to I can't be you. So that's what they want. I can't offer that. I only got an asshole for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, some men don't like. Some men don't like dick. They don't want to see dick. They don't want. You know what I'm trying to say?
I be trying to tell people that all the time.
That is why. A trans man might be their preference because they don't like dicks.
And this is why I wanted you here. This is another reason why I wanted you here. Because people always try to tell me that it ain't no way that gay men can like you because you ain't got no dick. And I'd be like, do you know how many gay men don't care to see a dick? Do you know how many gay men don't use their dicks, cover their dicks up while they fucking?
Literally.
They act like it's an abomination to them. Like, dick is not all that. Like, y'all got to get out of that whole idea. A man being attracted to a man is a man being attracted. That's gay. That's gay or bi or pan or whatever the fuck. But it ain't straight.
And that's the same way we see. While we're on the topic for trans women, I think that people think that every time that someone likes a trans woman, they're gay.
They're gay.
They like. False. But a man can like a trans woman. He would never fuck me. He would never fuck me because I'm a man. I am a man. When my hair's not done up and these edges ain't laid. And I got straight backs and do-rags on. I look like a nigga. I talk like a nigga. I act like a nigga.
Braids with the
beads.
With the beads.
The beads is kind of my signature thing. Y'all won't see that soon enough. That's
what you had when I met you.
Yeah, the beads are my signature thing.
I honestly was trying to hit on him.
That actual style is definitely my signature thing. But a lot of people, outside of me going out my way to look good, niggas, even then it's still a man, but regardless, I'm trying to say is I'm not always a pretty boy. I can wake up rough. You know what I'm saying? I don't never look bad. But I can wake up rough. I don't never look bad. But I can wake up rough. You know what I'm saying? I wake up like I did my hair to come here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just.
Wake up from your nap like, oh, okay, let's go.
So you know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, some niggas don't like that. I'm a man. When they roll over and look at me, I'm a man. And they don't like men. Just because they're a trans woman, into a lot of people's mind, that correlates as, oh, you're this or you're not, or what you're not, right? Like, but when it comes down to it, when he rolls over and looks at her, some people like to roll over and see a woman, and I'm not a woman.
Yes, and when I'm not a woman. Trans woman, the chances of you rolling over and seeing a man is slim to none.
I wake up with morning wood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up, boy, like, I'm a boy through and throughout, but at the same time, that's not everybody's preference.
Said morning wood.
Morning wood.
Morning wood. I too wake up with morning wood.
And I ain't the kind of person that had morning wood and you don't know it. That's why I hate it. Because if I got morning wood, you're going to know it. Everyone's going to know it. It's almost the most embarrassing times. It'll be like when I'm staying over a guest, or a guest stays over, I'm staying over someone's house or something. Worst time in the world.
All right, y'all. So we just got sidetracked crazy and we ended up on TikTok Live.
My bad.
We was talking about zodiacs and everything.
And they got into it, honey.
We did. We got really into it. So if you want to see that, you would need to log on to TikTok and follow both of us. I am Caden X Official and
I'm Mu Got It. MU Got It.
Okay. Also, you'll be able to watch clips from this from this podcast and the clips from the live on my YouTube. If you just type in Caden X Coleman, you'll find me, or I'm youtube.com//just plain K. All right. So we're going to get back on topic now because we definitely went left. But you know what? Sometimes the Jack, which is what we're drinking right now, the Jack does that to you. You know, sometimes you be feeling like you talking about one thing and Jack be like, no, you got to talk about this. And we'd be like, all right. And that's what happened. Right. So we was talking about, you know, the different things that we have gone through, the different experiences that we've had with men.
Love, relationships and
the roles that we've played.
And just society as a whole.
And the way that society sees both of us, which is a very interesting view. Me as someone who is a trans person, and you as someone who is viewed more as an effeminate man, but we know that, you know, now that we've had this conversation, we know that there's definitely more layers to you, right?
Absolutely.
So if you had one thing, or maybe a few things that people could take away from this conversation, especially about you, because I mean, we was talking about you for real. What would that be?
I feel like I would tell people just be you. I feel like when you're really lit, when you really are the person that people want to know, that bitch, when you're that fucking bitch or that nigga, however you perceive yourself, people are gonna want to know about you. They're gonna want to talk about you. And
they're gonna draw assumptions about you.
My takeaway is just be unapologetically you. Because if you could take anything from me, I'm me. I'm Mu through and through. I don't give a fuck how people feel about me. I don't give a fuck how they view me. I'm not going to change molding to that. You know, be what works for you, the most perfect person for you.
And I agree. And I love that you said that, because my whole brand is about being unapologetically you. And that is just a testament as to why I was so drawn to you, because that's how I am. You know, being a transgender man, there's this expectation of hypermasculinity, of dating women, of being a certain type of person. And I'm none of those things, really. But that's one of the things I love about myself. And I think that's why a lot of the people that listen to me, follow me, watch me, etc., do so, because even when they come onto my platform wanting to hate me, they can't, because they're like, damn, this nigga really don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say. And I think a lot of people aspire to be that.
Absolutely.
Be fucking you, because that is why I named this show this. We don't owe you shit. We don't owe you hypermasculinity. We don't owe you conforming. We don't owe you respectability politics. We don't owe you certain sexual positions. We don't owe you certain anything. And I think that's what's going to set us apart from everybody else.
Everyone else, it's not really a thing where we come here to be privy to people's opinions, or if you're sentimental or you just tend to be upset easily. This isn't a podcast for you.
It's not.
We are very here to be raw. We're here to be real. I'm here to give you what people think about what you're doing or what it is. You may have questions about how do people see me, view me. I feel like that's way more important. You can live in your own delusion if you want to, but it's way more important to hear what people really think and how they really feel. Exactly. And that's what you're going to get from this podcast every single time.
Every goddamn it week. Every motherfucking week. We going to be up here saying the things that you've been thinking. Saying the quiet part out loud. That's what we mean by we don't owe you shit. And now you got another motherfucker up here, other than Caden, that's just as raw and unfiltered. So you got it times 2. I'm just here to tell you you're welcome in advance, because if you were entertained before, you are going to be even more entertained now.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got y'all. We fucking got y'all. I always close out by letting y'all know that if you are not transphobic, homophobic, racist, fatphobic, ableist, classist, etc., you need to be leaving a comment, subscribing, sharing, liking, all the things. But I also have a homework assignment for y'all. We want to know what you think about Moo. This is your space. You let us know if you loved it here. Did you enjoy this conversation? Did you laugh? Did you cry? Did you yell at your phone like, yeah, because I understand that for real, that be me? If that's you, let us know. We love your feedback and we want all of it. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's ugly. Because the truth is that you're the customer. So we need to know what it is that y'all like. And if y'all remain silent, we just going to keep doing what we're doing because it's happening regardless.
And that's just that on that. I'm very much so eager to see what you guys think about me. I will be back whether you like me or you don't like me. So you want to get with it or get lost, baby. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to be around. And I hope that you guys are excited for that. I'm excited to meet you guys. So, let's build a relationship. Leave a comment in the comments on how you feel about the podcast and how you feel about me and our energies together. But regardless, either which way it goes down, we don't owe you shit.
We don't owe you a motherfucking. And here's the thing. Again, Mugotit. MUGOTIT. TikTok, Instagram. Caden X Official. Y'all already know how to fucking spell it. Instagram, TikTok. Make sure y'all are sending this shit out. Do all the things y'all gotta do. And until we come up with a different fucking slogan, have the motherfucking day you deserve. Peace.